Why is there such a focus on the size of software outsourcing agencies? Why does it seem to be that those outsourcing agencies position themselves that bigger is better? Hi, my name is Fractional Matt. I help non-technology people build technology businesses. If that is of interest to you, then please do give me a follow. So as a non-technology founder building a technology business, ultimately you are going to need to go and find an agency to build your software for you. And a lot of these agencies position themselves on how big they are, with the implication being that the bigger the agency is, the better it is. That is absolute rubbish. Like, that is without a doubt one of the worst metrics that can be used to determine the capability of an agency to support a small business. And you can do this with kind of a thought experiment. Like, if I run a 5-outlet retail chain in the southeast of England, I'm not going to hire Saatchi & Saatchi to do my marketing, right? I'm going to find the right size business. And normally the right size business to support a business is a business roughly the same size as a business itself. Because when you're trying to provide a service into another business, you have to live and breathe a business of that size and understand what their motivations are and understand how they work structurally and how all the staff go about their day-to-day job. But I think agencies are able to kind of position themselves as, we're bigger, therefore we should be the ones that you should use, because it obviously works. They're obviously able to get projects like that. So every day I get people in my LinkedIn email sort of saying, we're an outstaffing agency or an offshoring agency or whatever, we can help you, we've got 500 people working for us. And it's like, there is no client on earth that I would ever say, oh, well, you've got 500 people, that's fantastic, you must be the people for us. You need smaller teams. Now, you have to finely balance this, because you need an organisation that has got enough people in it so that they have some resilience. For example, if there's only 2 people there and the one person who knows your project leaves, that's a risk that needs to be managed. And neither the client or the supplier may know how to manage that risk well, but you need to roughly choose an outsourced agency that is kind of the same size that you are. If you're brand new, then that's not going to work. You need to pick one that's relatively small, and you need to find an agency that's comfortable being the size they are as well, because there is so much pressure that you have to be bigger to be more resilient. A lot of these agencies will fudge the numbers and how they present themselves, but certainly try to find an agency that's 5, 6, 7 members of staff, not 50, 60, 70, definitely not 100, 200, 300.